Hello, hello. Welcome to my YouTube channel where I talk about transforming your life in magic fashion. Today, we're going to talk to Joann Tarkington. Joann is an old friend of mine, actually my ex-husband's first wife. So she has a son, and her son is a big brother to my two boys. So I've known Joann for a long time. She has struggled with lupus. She struggled with diabetes. She struggled with obesity. And she has overcome all of those through the lifestyle of the keto, eating keto. Please listen to her. She knows her stuff about the keto and how it can help your life. It can help you overcome these illnesses, can overcome diabetes. I'm not the expert on nutrition. That's why I call people in to come help me with this. And I have watched Joann transform over the years. And so without further ado, let's go inside. All right. Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to be interviewing my good friend, Joann Tarkington. And we're going to talk about keto diet and also travel in this time of COVID. I've known Joann for like 30 years now?
Yeah, close to 30 years at least.
Yeah, so Joann is my ex-husband's first wife. So she has a son. So my sons have a brother through, she's their mom. And anyways, I've known her for a very long time. I've watched her transform her life majorly, especially through the keto diet. So pay attention to what she teaches us about the keto diet and how it's benefited her life and just done so many wonderful things. So welcome today, Joann. And let's talk about keto. How did you get your start in it, and where it's led you to?
Well, I first got started after I got sick and tired of being sick and tired. I had been diagnosed with a myriad of diseases. I had found out I had a genetic disorder, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which I had been diagnosed with lupus all my life, and come to find out it was not lupus. It was actually this genetic disorder, but it caused all the aches and pains, fatigue, fibromyalgia. I ended up getting some bleeding inside my small intestine from it. And it was actually my gastroenterologist that started adding up all of the different reasons why I had surgery. I had to have a hysterectomy because everything was falling out of me. I had to have bladder suspensions. I had my gallbladder out because it was so enlarged and floppy. It wasn't that it had gallstones. It was just floppy and the muscle didn't work anymore. I had severe hiatal hernia and I was just sick, really sick. And I knew how to go on a low carb diet. Everybody knows the Atkins diet. You can lose weight, you stay on it a few months, you lose a bunch of weight, and then you get off of it. Well, I decided something's got to change. So I went back on the Atkins, and then I started researching doctors online. I found Dr. Ken Berry, Kim Howerton. She's not a doctor, but she's very big in keto, and she really helped me. She does a lot of coaching classes. And so I started counting my carbs, decided I wasn't going to eat any sugar anymore. Exercise. I didn't do a lot of exercises because of my joints, but I do walk, a lot of walking. And I just took it slow. I just knew, one day at a time, one day at a time, one day at a time. And one thing I tell all my clients when I'm helping them with keto is the turtle always wins the race. It's not how fast you can go. Just take it one day at a time. If you mess up today, there's a tomorrow. And I'll tell you what happened yesterday to me. I'm here at the Golden Nugget Casino with one of my best friends. We always celebrate our November birthdays together. and we come and do crafts and things like that. Well, I decided I was going to have a cookie last night. And an hour later, after I had that cookie, I was sick in bed because my blood sugar went sky high. And anybody that's a pre-diabetic, I'm going to tell you, get with your doctor and get a freestyle continuous glucose monitor, because it will tell you why you're feeling so crappy. My blood sugar jumped up to 250.
Wow, from one cookie?
From one cookie. And it was a fairly large cookie, but it was a cookie. And then it dropped to almost 50. Now, according to my blood work, I don't have prediabetes anymore, but I'm so sugar sensitive, and people don't realize how sensitive they are to carbs and things. And that's why, I mean, I put this on and I am like, you wear it on your arm and you take your phone and measure it. I measure it all day long, every 30 minutes or so, because you never know what it is that's going to spike you. And people say, oh gosh, I just feel bad. I don't know why I feel bad. I didn't eat anything. You could have something sugar-free. For instance, I use sugar-free barbecue sauce or sugar-free ketchup in a recipe. It spikes my blood sugar. You just never know. But way back, and I've been on keto now, probably 4 or 5 years. I've lost up to 90 pounds. I've gained a little bit back with the COVID, but I'm back on track, losing again. But you just got to search out the people that can coach you, because I think you need to have a coach, and you need to have somebody that will take you each step of the way and not tell you, oh, well, you can't have this, you can't have that. There's a way around to make recipes and things like that. But it's just those baby steps, whether it's 1 pound a week, sometimes it's 5 pounds a week, and sometimes it's a pound a month. But as long as you stay on that, it changes so many things in your body. I mean, I've gone from having to have physical therapy all the time with before keto, to have losing the 90 pounds. But along the way, I've not had to have all that physical therapy. I've reversed my gastroparesis, and gastroparesis is a disease of the stomach where your stomach is paralyzed, where you don't digest food properly. And so it just sits in your stomach for weeks and weeks and weeks and never hardly digests. It rots in there. But the keto, staying off all those high not fat foods, but high sugary foods and things will help take all that inflammation out of your system. And so now I feel like a new person. I mean, I go and go and go and go until I can't go anymore.
Yeah. That's good. So how much weight have you lost on the diet? And also go into how it's helped you on your health issues and your health concerns.
Well, I've lost up to 90 pounds. I went from a size 18-20 to a 4-6. I did get back up into my 8s, and now I'm back in my 6s, and my pants are baggy again, so that's good. How it helped me is it reversed my diabetes, and I don't know what the episode was that happened yesterday, why it went way off, but it did. It's reversed my gastroparesis. I no longer have a paralyzed stomach. I can digest food properly. I don't have all the aches and pains because of my Ehlers-Danlos I have, and it causes subluxing of the joints. And if I roll over in bed, my arms would pop out of socket and things like that, or my hips. And I used to have to wear all these contraptions and braces and things like that. I don't have to do that anymore. I don't have to walk with a cane. And just getting the weight off, I mean, it makes you feel better, and you can move around and do more. And plus it gives you confidence in yourself too, to continue with things and explore other options in your life.
Right. And I would think it definitely boosts your immune system as well. I mean, obviously you're not even afraid to go to a casino during COVID. So your immune system is definitely stronger.
Oh, most definitely. I don't get colds. I rarely get sick anymore. I couldn't even tell you the last time I had a really bad cold. I travel. I was in Thailand. I got stuck in Thailand during the COVID, but I came home with a little sinus thing. But as soon as I got here, I was fine. But no, I don't really get sick at all. But I also attribute that to is taking good vitamins and good brands of vitamins, not just your cheap junk over the counter. Which you don't know what you're getting in a lot of your vitamins, but I recommend a D3 K2 for everybody,
Right.
because that will help during the COVID. And that's what a lot of the doctors are saying now about the COVID, that a lot of people that are very sick are very low on vitamin D. And the K2 helps it absorb better. And
Oh,
then, of
that's
course,
right.
vitamin C and zinc. Um, I take high doses of those always, and magnesium always at night before I go to bed.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. So you're a coach as well on keto. Let's talk about some of your clients that you've helped.
I've got one client that I'm so proud of. He's an ex-drug addict, ex-alcoholic. He's just a mess, absolutely a mess. He's turned his life around, but when he's always been a big guy, played college football, was the star. He went to school with me, and he was great. But he was huge, like 400 pounds. And now he's down in a year and a half, 180 pounds. He's reversed diabetes. He has done better in his job. His job was online. His boss told him he's a salesman, and he was told he was so big now that he couldn't go out and visit clients because of the way he looked. And now he's out in the field, now back in the field, and he's got confidence in himself. I've got another lady that I coach. She's got diabetes, and if every day, if I have talked to her 2 or 3 times a day just to help her get through not grabbing that snack or cheating, I was like, oh, I want a taco. Well, there's other ways to go around getting a taco. You can make the taco insides and not the crunchy shell, or you can make there's a fried cheese taco or something, but that's what you got to do. You need a partner. You need somebody you can pick up the phone with and say, hey, I'm having a craving. I should have told somebody last night I wanted a cookie. And would have told me, don't you dare touch that cookie. But, there's other things you can do, but you do definitely need somebody that's there. Whether you pick up the phone, get on Facebook with them, something. But you do definitely need a coach.
Yeah. I like that. I like that a lot. So also, I want to talk a little bit about your travel business and how COVID has affected that, and what you do exactly. What is your travel business?
Well, I'm a home-based travel agent through IntelliTravel. It's a fully functional travel agency, just like if you went to a brick and mortar. COVID has affected it because nobody can go over to the European countries. A couple of countries are opening up, but everybody's had to stop traveling. No more cruises. Who knows? And we don't know when the cruise industry will open up. The Cruise Line Association is fighting the CDC trying to get open, but then another cruise went out of Florida, and 2 or 3 people got COVID. They probably came on board with the COVID. So who knows when that's going to happen. As far as business in the United States, domestic travel, everybody's going to Vegas. Everybody's going to like Reno, Nevada. Nobody's going to New York because you have to quarantine when you go to New York. So Florida's back open. California Disneyland is not open. A lot of people are going to Universal for the holidays. But as far as international travel, that's completely stopped. I live part-time in Thailand, and I can't get home. I won't see my home until probably another maybe year from now or the summer.
Yeah. Wow, that's got to be hard.
Yeah.
So,
one of the reasons why I got into travel is because I do travel a lot and always liked to travel and was always planning trips and did my own research and things like that. And then, something happens, a flight has to get canceled or you have a problem. Well, you call up, the 1-800 number you booked through, or, Cheapo Airs or whatever, and they can't help you. Or they want to charge you, an arm and a leg. to change that flight when they, in reality, they don't get charged those fees. So a lot of people don't realize that, and they won't help you. And then you're just getting somebody who probably lives in a foreign country on the line and is not there to help you. So I decided that was going to change, and that's what I do. I help people travel and fix their problems while they're traveling.
Well, that's good. That's good to know too. I'll have links to all of her information in the description below, and so that you can find out more information about her on my podcast. It'll be in the show notes. And what else would you like to add today? I like Joann's success habits, her wellness habits. I think she's a good role model for us to look to, especially because I talk to a lot of people who have a lot of the same health concerns that Joann has. And I work with a lot of people like that. So I think that's going to benefit her. So if you want to reach out to her, there'll be information in the notes as well. But anything else you want to add today, Joann?
No, just it's a journey. It's not a diet. Make your mind up. And it's been proven over and over and over, the keto diet can reverse so many disorders. And it's a lifestyle. It's, not a big change. You can go out to dinner. I mean, everybody can get a hamburger steak or chicken or a steak. You just have to omit the potatoes. Get a big salad. And people think it's hard. Oh, it's going to cost me so money. You can go buy hot dogs. If you don't have no money, you can just go out and buy you a pack of hot dogs, fry them up in some bacon grease. It's not expensive, but everybody thinks, you got to buy this grass-fed beef and this grass-fed butter, and it's going to be so expensive. Or I don't like this kind of meat. Eat what you like. Eat a lot of fish if you like fish. But just count your carbs and get an app. I prefer Carb Manager, and put in every food you eat, everything you drink. Cut back on the alcohol, because when you're on keto, you get drunk really fast. I don't know what it is, but you can have a glass of wine and you will be tipsy. But it just cleans out your system, so you don't have like gunk in there.
Yeah.
But take it one day at a time, and just put it in the mindset that you're going to do this as a long-term thing. And if you have a family member that likes the potatoes and all that, just ease them into it, and pretty soon they won't even notice they're not eating crap.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. And I like that you take it one day at a time, and just that's one thing I instill in my habit course is just be 1% better today than yesterday. And then if you mess up, you've got tomorrow, and you just start all over again. And it's just slow and steady wins the race.
That's right. And you'll see that sometimes all throughout my quotes. And that's what I would tell all my clients, the slow and steady wins the race. The tortoise always wins. Hare never does. It's not a race. And if you're doing it with another person, and that person's losing a little bit more weight than you, it's not a race who can get skinnier the fastest. It's how you feel. And I promise, you get on the keto, and within 2-3 weeks, you're going to start noticing a lot of difference in yourself. My face, that's the biggest one. I mean, I just turned 60 years old, and I don't have blemishes anymore. I don't have anything. And it really reverses a lot of aging in you, because a picture of me 8 years ago, my face was this big around, and I looked 10 years, 15 years older than I do now.
Right. And you do. You look great. I mean, your skin looks, I was even thinking that, it doesn't even look like she has makeup on. She looks really great. So take that into consideration. That is so true. That's very, very true. So I like that. I appreciate you sharing all this information with us. I know this is going to be beneficial to so many people, and I admire your habits, your success habits. That's the biggest thing I see with you. You've got great success habits, whether it's in your diet, your business, or whatever it comes to. So y'all take that to heart, and thank you for joining us today.
You're welcome,
Joann, and next time, we'll see you next time. All right, that's my video for today. I hope you liked it. Be be sure to check the links in the description below for all the goodies, where you can find Joann, as well as my free online habit building course. I hope to see you there, and until next time, I'll see you next time. Peace out and namaste.